Hello, I'm the Online Guitar Guy, and on this video I'm going to teach you how to play More Than a Feeling by Boston. Before we get started, let's tune our guitars. First string, E. Second string, B. Third string, G. Fourth string, D. Fifth string, A. Sixth string, E. Okay, now this song is going to open with a D chord, which you'll play by putting your first finger on the second fret of the G string, your second finger on the second fret of the E string, and your third finger on the third fret of the B string. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to play a C add 9 chord, which you're going to play by putting your second finger on the third fret of the A string, your first finger on the second fret of the D string, and your third finger on the third fret of the B string. And from there you're going to play a B chord, which you'll play by putting your first finger on the second fret of the A string and your third finger on the third fret of the B string. And finally you'll play a G chord, putting your second finger on the third fret of the E string, your first finger on the second fret of the A string, your third finger on the third fret of the B string, and your fourth finger on the third fret of the E string. Now let me just show you how this is going to be played, and then I'll show you how to actually play it. Okay, so I'm playing this part of the song in the intro. What you're going to do is when you play the D chord, you're going to play the D string, B string, G. Then you're going to put your pinky on the third fret of the E string and play the E string. Play the G string again. Then remove the pinky and play the regular D string on the D chord. You're going to play a B string. And then a G string. Okay, next you're going to go to the C add 9 chord, which I showed you before. And what you're going to do is you're going to play the A string, the D string, and the B string. Next you'll move to the B chord. And on this chord, again, you're going to play A, D, and B, those strings. And finally, on the last chord, you're just going to play, on the G chord, you're just going to play the E string and the B string. So let me show you that all together now. Okay, so what you're actually going to do is you're going to play that 8 times. You're going to play it 4 times for the intro and 4 times for the verse. And then you're going to go into the chorus. So let me show you the chorus first, and I'll show it to you, the whole thing all together. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to play an A minor chord, played by putting your second finger on the second fret of the D string, your third finger on the second fret of the G string, and your first finger on the first fret of the B string. Next, you're going to go to a C chord, which you'll play by putting your third finger on the third fret of the A string, your second finger on the second fret of the D string, and your first finger on the first fret of the B string. And then you go back to a D chord. And finally, when you get into the chorus of the song, you're going to play a G chord, a C chord, an E minor, and a D. Now, I forgot to mention how to play the E minor chord. The E minor you're going to play by putting your second finger on the second fret of the A string and your third finger on the second fret of the D string. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to play that 5 times, and the 6th time you get to it, you're only going to play up to the E minor. So let me show you what I mean. You're going to play it like this. And once you finish it the last time, you're going to go to an A chord with a C bass, pardon me, a D bass. Go into a regular A chord, and to a G. And to a D. Now, what you saw me doing with the A chord with a D bass and the regular A chord, all I'm doing is when I go to the A chord, I'm just lifting up my pinky, and that's a regular A chord, just your third finger on the second fret of the B string. And then there's an A without the third finger on the B string. You just remove the third finger. And then you go to the G. And back to the D. And after that, you just go back to the original intro that I showed you. Okay, so then you continue with what I just showed you again. Now when you get to this part, you're going to play the two A chords again. Except this time you're going to go to an E minor chord. Back to an A. And then you're going to go into the solo part, or the bridge, in other words, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so when you get to the bridge, you're going to play D, G, D, A, you're going to play that twice. Now the third time you're going to go to a B chord instead of going back to the D. It's just a B power chord. Your first finger on the second fret of the A string, your third finger on the fourth fret of the D string, and your fourth finger on the fourth fret of the D string. Excuse me, the G string. And then you go back to an A. And you go back to the D and the G, back to the D and to the A again. And then you're going to play a G and a D twice. And you go back to the picking that I showed you before. You're actually going to do this twice for two measures. This time when you're playing the picking. So you're going to play back to the chorus. And after that, the song just fades out, so you can end it pretty much any way you want to. So that's it. That's every part of playing More Than a Feeling by Boston. Remember, just practice it. Practice the strumming that I showed you and the chords that I showed you, and you should be able to play it pretty soon. So that's it. Remember, if you have any questions for me, you can email them to me at my YouTube address. And if you subscribe to my videos, you'll get an update of whenever my videos come out. So if you have any questions, email me, and good luck playing More Than a Feeling by Boston. Bye.